Okay. I have someone in Queen of Wands energy. This is a karmic. They have a demonic attachment, probably several. This person has done a lot where the collective energy is concerned. They have put a lot of burdens on you and worked really hard. I have the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This has to do with an offer that was supposed to come in for you. And this offer was supposed to ultimately lead to your wish fulfillment, to a transitional period in your life where a lot of burdens would have been lifted for you. Nobody can really take from you what's meant for you. They can delay it. This was meant to leave you without, to leave you in a poverty mindset, in lack, in fear, in anger. This was supposed to have you embrace all the low vibrational energies that would then put you in devil-like energy. It was supposed to keep you there, break your spirit, control your mind. This was the works of the Queen of Wands that very much carried Jezebel spirit and several other spirits. This is a very corrupt-minded person, cruel. The things that she wanted for you are the things that she felt that she has endured times 100. She feels like a lot of innocence was taken from her unfairly, that she lost her youth. She hates men but uses them to get ahead in life financially. Carrying a sex demon. She's very, very promiscuous, but very in a self-loathing way, in a lack of self-love. It's like self-inflicted, because it makes her feel really bad about herself, and it puts her in a loop of she keeps doing it because she feels like this gives her control over men, which she hates men, but it's almost like a way to punish them. She uses her sexuality as a weapon, but she also uses it as a tool to gain the things that she wants. This is just a way that she learned. This was something that was taught to her by women in her family. So I do feel that this was a person who was exposed to old high priests, people and priestesses that had a lot of knowledge of the occult, but they were on a very low vibing side of it. They could have been healers, but they were not healers. They used the knowledge and the power that they had to gain, to steal, to profit off of others. So this Queen of Wands has set their eyes on someone in the collective and seen a light and favor, and also sees, it angers her, but then she sees opportunity for financial gain, for abundance, because energy is currency, and she knows that firsthand. She was trained this. So this is like a very diabolically laid out plan that this Queen of Wands had for the collective energy. And it, in some ways, it is for her gain and for her profit, but in other ways it's from a place of like hate and jealousy, because she feels that if she didn't have it, then you shouldn't have it, collective. So she sees something in you that is of such value, but it's also, it angers her because she's aware that it is something that was in her. She had this potential. She sees it as this innocence, this brightness, and she actually feels that the elders in her family, the women that taught her, because so this Queen of Wands has excessive knowledge that was taught to her, but I think she's also aware that she was robbed. She feels that when she was at a ripe young age, she didn't know better, and she trusted the leaders within her family to teach her, and has an awareness that they taught her wrong. But instead of changing or letting what she's learned make her do different, make her do better, she feels that there is no turning back for her. She feels that there's, she basically was on a one way. They basically distributed a one-way ticket for her to hell. So she's not doing better with what she knows now. Instead, she wants to take what she feels was taken from her wrongfully. She wants to now take that from you, collective. So there was an offer that was blocked, but what I'm gathering is that this blockage was something that was spiritually meant to lead you to your own awakening. So it wasn't, although it may have felt like a loss, it wasn't actually a loss. Okay. Oh, I already shuffled. Okay. Okay, with the Justice in reverse, she, like I was saying, expects that there were many injustices done to her, and so now she wants to be the injustice, or the deliverer of injustice within your life. The Ten of Swords causing you the Ten of Swords. There's a King of Wands here on the table, and there's a Nine of Cups in reverse. So I'm gonna have to clarify a little bit more. I suspect something, but let's see. So the King of Wands. Who's this King of Wands? King of Wands, please. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This King of Wands worked toward achieving something, and it was something that there were people, a group of people that were burdened by or caused this King of Wands burden for something that he was working towards. He was juggling, and this could very well be you, collective, and this Queen of Wands. And this can be the way that the Queen of Wands intended to steal from you and cause you burden. Okay, because there was an offer. I started it out with that, with the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I do feel like this offer was from the King of Wands. This Queen of Wands is not the King of Wands' counterpart, but she's cloaked as collective energy. This King of Wands is, or was, in very lustful energy. The way that I even have them laying here is like he's looking at her with such excitement in a lustful way. But her back is to him. And what she's looking to, the way I have the cards laid out, is the destruction and the burdens and the things that she wants to steal from you, collective. Causing you this Five of Cups. Being the devil in your life, but causing you then to be in double energy. Because what she knows is what her experiences have been. She's gone through hard things. She was taught in the ways of the occult, but for use of stealing and torment of others. She had a light and a gift to be a healer. She feels this was stolen from her. She was young, but at some point made the choice to give it up. While she got the knowledge that the way she went and the way she was taught was wrong, instead of changing, she felt that this was her ticket. It was what she had learned, what she was good at, what she knew, all that she really knew how to do, and that she could use this to get the things that she wants in life. So she made a choice in her adult life, feeling that her childhood and innocence was already taken and wasted, and so she didn't decide to do right or to change when she gained the knowledge that she had been taught in the wrong way. Now, she saw that you had an offer coming. It was a loving offer. It was a small offer, but it was going to grow into the Ten of Pentacles. She decided that instead of you having this offer and becoming so, fortunate and having this Ten of Pentacles, that she was going to take that. And instead, you were going to have the Ten of Wands, okay? Nothing but burden and loss, and you were going to grow in bitterness. And she feels that because of what she did and the choices that she made, she feels that you, collective, once you go through these burdens, you are going to become in double energy. You are going to choose the path that is going to just destroy you further, because that's the path that she chose. So in her mind, she is not banking on you overcoming these burdens and still being a good person. She's banking on you becoming like her. And so that way she'll be able to keep what she gains from this offer and this King of Wands. So the King of Wands is in lustful energy. He's lusting after her. He's looked away from the collective. Okay, that was the juggling. No doubt that there was divination involved because, like I said, she was very familiar and raised in this occult life, but for the purpose of taking, of stealing, of inflicting harm on others, and of feeding off of the life source of others. This was a huge injustice for you and caused the Ten of Swords. Now, this also, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, wound up being unfulfillment to this King of Wands, not to his knowledge, but what he thought was what he would have had with you, he thought he would have with this Queen of Wands, which it was orchestrated that way for her to steal your essence. So it was blocked because of the choices that this King of Wands, she basically used your counterpart against you. And he worked toward building something with her. And there were a lot of things that were at odds with a union between you two, with the Five of Wands in reverse. Now, let's see. Tell me more, current energy. The Four of Pentacles. Strength in reverse. And the Fool. The Three of Pentacles. This is current energy. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands in reverse. So current energy, it looks like this King of Wands is still very unaware. This King of Wands did take the leap of faith to the Queen of Wands. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. You know, with the Strength in reverse, this has to do with his own weakness and his own devil-like energy that he's been in. And there's, Knight of Wands. Oh. The Page of Swords in reverse. That's the Knight of Wands. So he is aware. So he's aware of the weakness that he performed. Or tell me more, please. Yeah, the illusions. That's the Seven of Cups. He's aware. He's aware of his own weakness. He feels foolish. He's aware that he took a leap of faith in the wrong direction with the Fool. And even with the Four of Pentacles, it just, he's looking back at all of this. The Fool, he's looking back at that and feeling that he was just completely weak and unaware and foolish, and that he lost his own reward, his own divinity because of a lustful, like, he's aware of the illusions that were placed on him by this Queen of Wands. The High Priestess is here in reverse, and lack of intuition, and also being aware of the spiritual manipulation that took place to allow him to do this. Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's very much aware. Something wanted to come out. This one too. The Star. He's aware of who you are, collective. Queen of Cups in reverse, and who she is. And he's aware that he's concerned that he may have, because like I said, she expected that what it was going to cost you was your own divinity, because it cost her hers. So she felt that you were going to make the same decisions that she did. So once you went through these burdens and had this wish fulfillment stolen from you, and the struggles that you were going to have on your shoulders, it was going to destroy you. With the Devil energy, that's what she was banking on. So he is now aware of all of this as well, the King of Wands. So he sees you as a star, but he's also thinking of the things that he caused in his choices. And there's a guilt there. And so the Queen of Cups in reverse, he sees her as, but he has a fear that he has destroyed the love that you had. I don't think that he knows your collective energy. He knows your star energy. There was even the Knight of Swords here, right? There was a Page of Swords. He knows. But he feels that you will no longer hold a cup for him. Like, he's lost that. So I don't think he feels like your heart is cold, but where he's concerned, he feels like that you've changed to where you were a Queen of Cups for him, but will not be. Wow. Okay. We gotta get ready to close. All right. Well, thank you, because I was gonna ask to close. But the world and the sun, that's for you collective. Like, he's aware that all the things that were stolen from you are yours. They can't be stolen. They were delayed because you had your own awakenings that you had to process and go through, and you had to learn. And so you did. And the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Cups, he had his karma. And I think that karma is what woke him up. I think, well, no doubt he went through a lot to become aware of the choice that he made and the deception and of the spiritual manipulation that he was under, the spells that he was under. That's devastating. So the karma that he was facing, being attached to this Queen of Wands, no doubt is what woke him up. He woke up to the lies. Oh my goodness, come on. Where's it? Yeah, that was the Eight of Pentacles, I think. Yeah. I think that was the Knight of Pentacles, but it fell on the floor and it flew over there. I think he has this desire to come to you with an offer. Like I said, there's this fear that I don't think he can face you, but he has this offer that, like, he's wanting to talk to you, to communicate, but he's also he fell all the way off the table onto the floor and it flew over there. So either he's blocked from giving you that offer because the pentacle is not even facing this way. It's like that. It's like, get out, like, go on with your pentacle, and don't bring that over here. Like, I think you might be shielded and protected from your guides. The Emperor is here. The Moon in reverse is here. The Queen of Pentacles is here, and that's you. I feel that strong. And the Two of Cups in reverse. There's what this guy cost you with his just being blind and like lustful ways. I don't think that there's you may just be being blocked because you seem very gracious. You're very forgiving, but the Queen of Cups was here in reverse. There's nothing for this person, and I do feel that he's blocked. He can't come your way. So I do have to end the reading, but I feel like, the secrets have been revealed, and he's here, or this may not be him, the Emperor. There's an Emperor that's looking your way, and this Emperor I'm pretty sure has information. The Ace of Swords, the sword is coming right down with the Moon in reverse, between the Moon and the Emperor. I feel that this Emperor is someone that's aware of what you've gone through. Look, the sun, the world, this is all you, and this is all good, and it's on the top of all of that. So your guides don't, this is all in the past. It's like, leave them to their devices. This Queen of Wands, this King of Wands, he had his lessons, he's learned his lessons, but his choices were meant to awaken him, which they did, but he is not your counterpart. You came in as the Queen of Cups in reverse for his offer. his offer also flew off the table. I felt guilt. There is remorse. He's aware of what he lost. He's ashamed. Too ashamed to really even face you. I feel like he feels like they're just so. However, it ended, the way he juggled, the way he went excitingly toward this Queen of Wands, the embarrassment that it cost him to come to into awareness of what really went on and what he actually left behind. He wouldn't be able to face you, but in his spirit somewhere, there's that grief that he also is going to have to deal with. This is a part of his awakening and his growth, because he has awakened to all of this. There's things that he needs to deal with, and that grief is in knowing like he would like to come to you probably with an apology, but he knows that it just wouldn't benefit he, or at least this is how he's feeling, like you're on a whole other path. You're the sun, you've got an emperor coming your way, you've got the world. All of this is far from you, and they don't want his pentacles or anything near you, because I think he's still dealing with karma from the choices and being, because there was the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like he also married this Queen of Wands, and there is still a bond or attachment, so it showed there's this awareness. He did come out also as the King of Cups, but you were the Queen of Cups in reverse, so your cup is not there for him. It's after what has happened. You knew, and you knew what he didn't know, but he now knows. So the Pentacle is like this kind of, it's wishful thinking. He would like to, he feels bad. So it's not even, it's like a dream, because the way the Pentacle flew off the table, it's not even like he has the intent to come, but in his dreams he thinks about being able to at least, like, he's sorry. In his heart, he's sorry. But the guides are like, that's, you know, that's, you've got your own things. He's got his own things that he has to work on, and he's got a lot of karma that he's got to work on as well. So they don't want any of that, his pentacle, anywhere near you, because that pentacle is still attached to the Queen of Wands, because I'm guessing they have not fully separated. They may be in the process of that. So he's going through devastation, despair. He's not in a place that he would be able to even really offer you an apology, to even say like he's aware. He's still attached to a lot of demonic forces and things, so he's kind of stuck. But you, collective, you have, I mean, you're golden. I mean, these cards came out to end the reading with this Emperor coming toward you. It was like this laying down, though. You're just standing here in your power, in your divinity, and this Emperor is seeing the whole thing and is like very intent on coming toward you. So there is someone that's very aware of the amazing person that you are, and they're intrigued by you, and the world will be yours. It is yours. You're in this place now. If you don't feel like you are yet, it's right around the corner, because this is on the top of it. It was past. I asked for current. It showed me the awareness of this King of Wands, but then it showed like you're nowhere having anything to do with this, and it ended with all of these bright cards and this bright future for you, this present, bright present and future. So if it hasn't manifested in your 3D world yet, it's about to. So that's the reading. Thanks. Bye.